Alright, in the meantime, we are moving on. Part 3, Federation Fighters. We love Federation Fighters. Let's see, anything interesting in the chat that I was missed while I was doing that? No, looks alright. Alright. Federation Fighters. Assuming they are... We do not have the ship dial or arcs or tokens, but assuming that it follows the same pattern as the Hidekis, the named version should have 5 tokens and be the same as the highest token from the resource version, which means 5 attack, 0 defense, 1 hull, 1 shield.
It'll probably be 24 points and have a special ability. We just won't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. And then also the generic will be 20 points, have 2 upgrade slots. But yeah. So we already know fighters are pretty darn good. How would you? Which ones do you prefer, Hidekis or Federation fighters, Tucker?
At this point, it's hard not to go with the Hidekis. The extra shield, the extra durability is nice, but frankly, it's probably not going to matter that much. And the extra attack die is pretty good. It all is going to depend on. I also recall, by the way, that the whatchamacallit fighters, the Fed fighters, have a worse maneuver dial.
It depends on your definition.
Don't they only have like a 3 forward? They don't have a 4 forward.
Hidekis
right?
have a 4 forward, but their come about is only 2 and only red. The Feds don't have that 4 forward, but they have a 1 and 2 come about, and both of them are white.
I don't know. If you're trying to get in range 2, I prefer the. You know, look. I've been playing this game since X-Wing. Like I can deal with a red come about. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maneuver-wise, if you've ever seen my wonderful little article on the weave, the 3 bank at a very slight angle gets you about as far as the 4 forward. So, not too big of a problem.
Does it keep the 3? Okay. That's fine then. I guess honestly, I would still pick the Hidekis just for the attack value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to be of the mind that I want to see what the Fed fighter resource or what the named ability does,
and
then I'll go with that. I've only flown the Hidekis because the timing of the way things came out. But yeah, it's just I found myself liking more attack and not really being concerned about the survivability. The one thing I'll say is that the Fed fighters tend not to die to cloaked mines quite as easily.
Yes, and that's actually what I was going to go for.
Yeah, so that's the difference.
Is one of you guys typing now? Is one of you guys typing now?
Not me. But,
sorry,
yeah.
I was messing with something in a box off to the side, and that may have been picking up. But
Cloaked Mine's almost guaranteed to take out a Hideki. It's a 50-50 shot on the Feds. So, still not the best defense, I guess, but there is a chance, and every chance you get to absorb an extra hit, that'll work in the Fed fighter's favor. All right, on to the upgrades. We have Attack Wave, 4 point. Oh, that's Tucker. So Attack Wave, 4 point Squadron upgrade. When attacking during the roll attack die step, you may disable this card to gain +1 attack die for that attack. You cannot be attacked. No ship may be equipped with more than 1 Attack Wave upgrade.
Ew.
What?
Ew.
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 Why is it?
I'm not paying 4 points for that.
It's not a discard, at least. And it's not limited to a maximum of 5 or something stupid.
Yeah.
Get this on your Hidekis, and you have a 7 attack Hideki.
Yeah, but it takes your action basically. Like I'd rather just have battle stations.
Well, at least the first time it doesn't take your action.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't bad. But I would have liked it. I would have liked it to cost a little bit less. But as far as upgrade goes, I think this is a pretty standard pricing for what it does. I can still see it being useful, especially if you're down really low on your fighters. It keeps them relevant because 2-attack fighters and on their last token is not very good.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Next one we have is Squad Leader. 4-point squadron upgrade. At the start of the combat phase, you may add +2 to your captain skill number until the end phase. If you do, place an auxiliary token beside your ship, or, as an action, you can target a friendly ship at range 1 to 2 and perform the action listed on its captain card as a free action if possible. That is an interesting combination of abilities.
Yeah, I really don't know what to do about that, but that action is super baller.
Mm-hmm. I do like the. I believe the Fed fighters have 1 and 2 banks that are green, so a lot of green maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make the +2 to your captain skill number pretty nice because the named ones should have 7 skill, bumping them up to a 9.
Yeah.
Or if you were to use this, of course, on the Hidekis.
Guess what? Guess who is in action?
Not Wayun. Sopek?
Sopek!
I like Sopek. I was using him as free actions from Martok the other day.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Alright. What else would be good with this? I think actually this would be good if we ever got Klingon fighters, because a lot of the Klingon good ones are actions. A lot of the Klingon good ones are actions? No,
yeah,
I'm just thinking...
Martok 9, that sort of thing.
Yep. Get the plus attack dice in there.
We're never going to get Klingon fighters unless they're Burrells, which would be hilarious.
So then you're flying Burrells next to your Burrell fighters.
Which is basically what you do when you're playing Klingons anyway. It's all Burrells these days. It's Burrells all the way down.
But yeah, not a bad card. I'm trying to think. I mean, just from a strategy-wise position, though, the free action, generally, anything that's giving free actions generally means your fighters want to be farther away from the action. And since they're already limited to range 2 anyway, it seems like a counterintuitive thing to put on your squadron.
Yeah.
Because as free actions, you want them in the back, but as fighters, you want them in the front.
I kept building with these, and I just couldn't. I couldn't find a. I couldn't find a way to just do it.
Seiji Tataki, target lock Kira. She's a good action too. Because then you squad leader her, and then the squad gets its target lock back. I like it. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty good one. Yeah. David, any thoughts on squad leader?
It's got its uses. I mean, it's what you guys are talking about. Those are the best of the uses, I think.
Tucker, I can't hear David over your typing.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm like dealing with something at the same time as I am playing or as I'm doing this.
Gotcha. As long as you're not continuing that argument on Facebook.
No, I'm talking to my date for tonight and trying to figure something out.
Gotcha. We shouldn't be too much longer. We've only got like 4 more cards to go.
So another half hour?
If that. I'm going to say 20 minutes. And we can do it fast.
Okay, that was a joke.
An hour. All right. Let's go. Let's move on then. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
3-point attack formation. When attacking during the roll attack dice step, if you are within range 1 of a friendly ship, you may disable this card. Set 1 of your attack dice on any result. That die cannot be rolled or re-rolled during the attack. It's alright, but
it's too bad that fighters can't use elite attack dice.
Because they can't use any upgrade whatsoever. Or any resource whatsoever. My same thing about this from all the other previous pre-setters. as opposed to, you know, dice roll changers, is that you never know if that die was actually going to be a hit or a crit after you rolled it. So this doesn't necessarily straight up add to your attack as well as, say, a double reroll would.
Yeah, and this one's pretty restricted, too.
Mm-hmm. Not too bad, though. Well, I wouldn't run it, though.
Yeah, neither would I. All right.
Tactical Pattern Theta. 3-point Federation Squadron upgrade. If you damage an opponent's hull with a crit, you may immediately disable this card to search the damage deck for a weapons malfunction or a munitions failure card instead of drawing a random damage card. Reshuffle the damage deck when you are done. This is one thing that could combine all right with attack formation. You get your crit through, and if you really need to get rid of one of their weapons, this could do it.
Yeah, but I mean, since Borg Missile got nerfed all to hell, this isn't that necessary anymore.
Dorsal Phaser Array.
Oh, I did not think of that.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. Like, I still wouldn't run the Romulan version of this, the talent that came with Shinzon, but
yeah, apparently Shinzon is not as unique as he thinks.
Let's see. Now, still connection issues in the chat. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna go ahead and keep going and get this finished, and then in the archive it should be fine because the recording does not have anything to do with the streaming rate.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and break it down. We've got Coordinated Attack. Another 3-point upgrade. When attacking during the declare target step, if you do not have a battle station token beside your ship, you may disable this card to place a battle stations token beside your ship.
This effectively just says your ship can have battle stations.
Yes. And I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Especially since fighters don't generally get that.
I like it more on Hidekis than I do on the Fed ships, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's nice that on the first turn you use it, you can get both target lock and battle stations for your initial hit, which is when you'll have your most attack dice.
Yep.
But yeah, I think this is probably one of the best ones considering it's only 3 points.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best ones. I think it is the best one.
In fact, for me, it's the best one in my opinion. And actually, with a Hideki, what you can do is for 30 points, my build right now, my go-to competitive build for 90 plus blind is Sphere 4270 with multi-kinetics plus a sideboard, which is 60. So then what I can do is named Hidekis, coordinated attack, and photo lock-on for 2 straight turns of target lock plus battle stations.
That's cool. Multi-kinetic mine seems like it's counterintuitive, though.
I need it against fighters. Just because I'm carrying them doesn't mean I have to drop them.
That's a good point. Yeah. Lots of fighters.
Yeah, coordinated attack, awesome stuff.
Covering fire, 4-point Federation Squadron. When defending during the roll defense dice step, you may discard this card to add a number of defense dice to your roll equal to your current primary weapon value. No squadron may be equipped with more than 1 cover fire. This is the same as the Hidekis. It's still terrible.
Yep. Next.
Only works against 1 attack. Yay. Defensive maneuvers, 3-point squadron upgrade. When defending during the declare target step, you may disable this card to place an evade token beside your ship, even if there is one already there. So this is the same thing as the battle stations one, only it's an evade thing.
Which all the fighters already have.
True. Definitely not as good as the battle stations one.
I don't know. What do you think, David?
I don't see the point. I mean, I can see it for Federation fighters only because maybe it saves your bacon, but it's the declare target step, which is so early on. It's before you're rolling dice. It's before they've rolled dice. You don't know if you need the evade or not.
Yeah. If you always do it, you just do it on the first one anyway, so then you know if you have to spend it or not. But for the most part, when I'm taking evade actions, 1 evade doesn't help me because I'm taking 5 damage to my 1 hull fighters.
Yeah, this is not fantastic.
I guess the only reason I could see, the only point I could see for using this is if you are being evasive with your fighters and you're using the cracks on the cover for them, which I know some people do.
Yeah, but even so, it's still probably not worth it.
Yeah. Let's see. Then we have support ship. This is again the same as the one in the Galar class, or not the Galar class, the Hidekis. When your last attack squadron token is destroyed, discard this card instead of removing that token. Not as good with the Federation fighters instead of the Hidekis, because Federations are 2 attack on their last token, and that is kind of garbage.
Yep. I mean, same deal as last time. Will and I like it, or Dave and I like it on Hidekis. Will doesn't. Nobody likes it here.
Mm-hmm. And Alpha Hirogen. Oh my gosh, we went through all the cards.
Oh my gosh, we did it on time!
That is crazy talk. Huzzah! Alright, guys. Sorry about some of the connection issues. I have been, this is the first trial of the new setup. So on the bright side, my voice is lovely and beautiful instead of crackly and horrid.
Mm.
But, yeah. Good. Anything newsworthy happen in the last 3 weeks now? Besides,
you can't steal your own stuff.
Yeah, that was the most recent ruling from the wharf. It was actually like a week ago, and I didn't pick up on it. But then somebody asked a follow-up question. It's like, well, you should realize you can't steal from your own stuff because we just defined it that way up top. And it's like it wasn't bold or italics or anything. It was just this is how it works. It's like the fine print in the EULA.
Yeah, no, it's this whole thing is I hate
You can't steal, and you can't. I mean, you can't just teleport things over to your other ship. That's because that doesn't make sense either. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like they have a teleportation device in Star Trek.
I know that'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Other news. If you are playing in the 200-point format I recommend, which is 200 points ignoring wharf rulings, I recommend the following. Fighters are a resource.
Oh, yeah. Fighters were crazy to begin with, and we kind of knew that. But what happened? You end up with like 4 ships and 4 fighters on a side?
Yeah, there's just no way. There's no way around it. Or even like 8 fighters. Like, there's no way around it. Unless you want it to turn into fighters versus cloaked mines every day all the time, fighters are a resource.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, and you can still use the upgrades and stuff. You just only get one set of fighters. That's what you get.
Yeah. Fighters are a little too good for their cost. I don't know. Do you think that the fighters are more or less inherently broken than the Borg?
Tough call.
Yes.
Oh my God, David, you are such a mathematician.
It depends on the day. Seriously. There are days they are more broken, and there are days that are less broken.
Yeah, but I still love that your answer is yes.
Darn you and your or question that we already had earlier in the show.
Yeah.
Darn you and your consistency.
If fighters are more or less broken than Borg, then...
Question mark, profit?
Oh my God, you're such a Ferengi.
The rules of Star Trek acquisition. Actually, that should be great because there's a lot of people getting out of the game, so you can buy their stuff pretty cheap.
No, you can't.
Oh, probably not. I don't know. I haven't paid that much close attention to the marketplace.
Dude, come on. These are still Star Trek collectibles. Let's not lie.
Collectible little ships.
Yeah.
But
some of the models are actually quite good. I was impressed with. I saw. Nobody around me has the scimitar because nobody around me likes Romulans. I saw the scimitar like stock for the first time not too long ago. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
All right then. So quick look through the chat. Mira Bashir with Sopek and Squad Leader could work. I'm already using Sopek with extra action, so he's pretty cool. Let's see. Shinzon Theta. We did that. Target weapons. Acrylic templates.
Not worth it for $25. Good God.
Yeah, might be all right for $15. You can get them on the sale cheap from somewhere like Cool Stuff.
Yeah.
But I actually found out something interesting the other day, which was that Star Trek maneuver templates are not the same as Dungeons and Dragons maneuver templates.
Wait, you seriously didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that until just like yesterday. Eh, I never really paid attention. It didn't really matter to me. I always used the regular ones that came with the box.
Mm.
Yeah.
Looks like Amazon has a couple folks selling them from like $199 new, but at that point you're paying shipping, so support your local game store, kids.
Indeed. And for me, that's cool stuff, strangely enough.
I hate you.
You should come down sometime. We'll have fun.
I hate Florida.
Come on. At least it's not as cold as Mars.
Yeah, but I don't feel like I'm hydrating every time I breathe.
That was kind of funny. I saw someone posted a picture that's like, "Hey, it's colder than Mars in Canada, in most of Canada and the Northeast." I love space. All right, guys. Anything else to go on the news before we wrap it up? Yeah. David?
Yeah.
Anything cool?
No, I just still trying to have fun with this game. WizKids is pushing my buttons, but
yeah,
we can do it.
That's a rant for someday.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I will say. I will put it out to the viewers right now that we are not going off the air as of yet. If we do, we will actually tell you about it.
Yeah.
I know you hear a lot of frustration from us from time to time and from a lot of other players, but I'm still playing definitely at least until Nationals at Origins.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is that, Will, I have an idea about that, and I've been meaning to talk to you about it, but we'll talk after the show. But anyway, so it's like, this game is intensely frustrating. Like, this game is changing under our feet every 30 seconds. And most of the changes are for the extreme worse. And I don't know. The thing is, though, is that, like, what I said with Cheyenne and his variant, you know, quote unquote RIF3. This game works best when you basically just ignore the fact that WizKids exists, and do your own thing. Because effectively, the game, if you don't mind house ruling it a little bit, is fun. It's always going to be fun. You know, I'm hanging out with my mom here, and you know, on vacation, and you know, we've played this game before. I can say that about very few games, you know.
That's so
and
nice.
Yeah, you know, as a game, it's still very good. As a competitive game, it's a complete load of crock.
David?
That typing is not me this time.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Anything to add to that one, David, or are we going to be happy?
I'm going to keep playing this game, and I'm going to find a way to play this game because it's Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I will say though that Delta format's been going pretty all right in my area. It's the shipping delays and the other strange rulings that have been causing a lot of grief.
Well, I'll put it this way: shipping delays happen, and we get product more often than so many other games. We are spoiled with product.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have some of that?
I mean, it's your
I don't think so much is the problem with the product though, but the problem with when the events get delayed, because that's a lot of the time that's the only time most of our people get to play.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's now been almost 2 months since a lot of our players have had a chance to play.
Fair.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is that. I guess that's it for the news. Cube 001 is gorgeous, glowy, see-through, not the same as the retail tack cube. I have not seen a retail tack cube. I've only had my prize cube.
No, I think he's talking about the
giant one, right?
Not the giant ones. The tactical cubes, the 46-point ones.
Huh.
He's talking about the RAF prize.
Gotcha.
Cube.
I saw one of those. I picked up one of those. I won a tournament series. Oh, I should mention that one. We finally finished one of those this weekend. It's got like little patches of green paint on it, like it was kind of an afterthought, but it's a lot shinier.
Huh.
Like, instead of just doing their regular paint job, they put a clear coat over it so it was, you know, glossy. Kind of weird, but I'll go with it. So, yeah. Cool. Thanks for joining us on State of the Federation and our spoiled for product, all kinds of good stuff. Hopefully we'll have plenty of new episodes for you in the coming new year. I don't know what we're doing next week since there is nothing new really being released. We'll probably go over, you know, a couple new builds and stuff and actual strategy. That would be crazy.
Yeah, I have some ideas on that also. So
that'd be fun. But yeah. Until then, we will see you guys next week. Get out there, play some more Star Trek, and until then, may Q be generous with your dice. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody.
State of the Federation is a production of Will S. in association with Tucker C. and David M. We are not associated or affiliated with WizKids Games, and except where specified, WizKids did not endorse or approve any of our podcasts. All copyrights are copyright of their respective rights holders.